Hello. This video tutorial is to help demonstrate how to create and work with various applications in the InDesign assignment where you are going to create a series of book covers for a travel series by our fictitious author, Jeremiah Johnson. He's written several travel guides before, and due to his success, he's created a few more based on the assignment that you'll be working on. He's created two new books, Australia, The Continent at the Bottom of the World, and India, Slumdog to Superpower. So we're going to take the opportunity to set up and show you how to create at least one book cover, and then from there you can pick up and do the rest on your own. And of course you can be as creative as possible. Please explore InDesign and the effects and several things that we've talked about in class up to this point. And like I said, don't be afraid to tinker around with InDesign. You might find something that we haven't covered yet, and through some serendipitous discovery, figure out something cool that we may never even come across. So with that said, let's get started. One of the first things that I would recommend doing is creating a folder on the desktop. Now on a Mac, if you hold down the Control key and click, you can create a new folder. And from here, I'm just going to rename this Book Covers. It's always good with InDesign to create a folder to put all of your content in for each of your assignments, because InDesign links to all of your images and whatnot, rather than embed the files to increase the file size of the InDesign file. This way, we know where all of our images are going to be stored, and text and so on and so forth. So, bringing back the InDesign file, let's get started on how to set this up. First, I'm going to go to File, New, Document, or Apple N, and when the new dialog box comes up, what we want to do is come over here to the side, and we are going to set up for print, and initially start off with letter, but we're going to come over here and customize the document. In this case, the covers for the books are going to be 10 inches by 8 inches tall. Now, in order to get started, just to make sure, I'm going to close this down for a second. In case you get some other measuring system like points, picas, millimeters, one of the first things you want to do is just to check is to go to InDesign and go to Preferences and select Units and Increments. This will bring up the Preferences dialog box, and here you'll see ruler units. The origin is spread, which will keep it as such, but for horizontal or vertical, if it's anything else other than inches, change both of these to inches, and then click OK. That means that when you open up the InDesign document, it will be set to inches instead of some other measurement system. So now that we've set that up, I'm going to go to File, New Document again. Click Print, and I'm going to come over and select 10 inches by 8 inches tall. And this is I'm sorry, I had it backwards. 8 inches by 10 inches. So the orientation is portrait. We're only going to have one page in this document, but you could set it up for two, because remember, you were designing two covers, so you can put both covers in the same document. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Set it up for two. I'm going to uncheck facing pages, uncheck the primary text frame if it's checked. Number of columns is 1, that's good. Margins, I'm going to keep it at 0.5 inches all the way around. Notice that that's locked. And then I am going to set up for a bleed, 0.125, which is 1/8 of an inch. Notice this chain icon is selected, which means it applies that to all sides. Slug I'm going to leave alone, and I'm going to go ahead and click Create. And there's our document. In the next video, I'll show you how to set up your images.